Now let's take a look at how you can get your code up into Visual Studio Online. First, let's quickly review your options for version control in VSO. You have your choice of using either Team Foundation Version Control, or TFVC, or Git. TFVC is a centralized version control system which provides a single repository and version of the truth for your code artifacts. With TFVC, you get enormous scale and a ton of control. You can set very granular permissions over who can do what and where. Git is a DVCS, or distributed version control system. It provides you with full offline experience because Git gives you a full copy of the repository on your local machine. It's great for a highly distributed team, but offers slightly less control than TFVC. So part of creating your project is choosing the version control provider that you want. Keep in mind that you can mix the two providers in the same VSO account. This means that Project A can use TFVC and Project B can use Git if needed. As we go back to the new project I created in the previous video, recall that I chose to use TFVC. So let's add some code into VSO. A nice, easy way for me to connect my VSO project to my Visual Studio client is to click Open Visual Studio. So I'll click that here. It'll go ahead and automatically launch Visual Studio. And if you look over to the right, it automatically connects me to my FlashCache 1 project. What I need to do here is configure my workspace. So this is basically telling TFS where to put my code in and out of. I'm going to go ahead and just choose this default workspace here. Click Map and Get. Now that my workspace is mapped, I can go ahead and upload some code. I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to use a nice little shortcut here and click New to create a new solution. Let's go ahead and just create a simple class library just so I have something. I'll call it class library 1. Go ahead and create the class library project for me. There we go. What it is not necessarily important. It's more just so you can see how it looks. And when I'm ready, I'll go ahead and commit this. Now I can go ahead and send this up to Visual Studio a couple different ways. I can right click here, say check in, and that'll take me to my pending changes dialog, or I could have just chosen to go to pending changes directly. Go ahead and hit check in. And just like that, I've checked in my first base of code into Visual Studio Online. And I can verify this by going back to my VSO project and click on code. I can already see there's my class library 1 with all my code in it, and there's my class1.cs file. So that's a nice simple way just to get your code up into your VSO account. So thanks for watching. Feel free to check out the other short videos in this Getting Started series. Also, a full-length video combining each of these sections is available. For more information, visit visualstudio.com.